this is real life. Like, I didn't have the magical, like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant, like everything is going to be amazing and I'm so excited and we're going to bring life into the world. I did not have that. Hi guys, I hope everyone is having a good day. I hope we're all staying safe and being cautious during this quarantine time. You probably know by the title, but if you didn't read it, I am pregnant. Yes, my husband and I are expecting, and I just really wanted to make a video about my pregnancy. I put some questions up on Instagram and asked you guys what you wanted to know, and I really want to have a real open conversation about my pregnancy journey. This is not speaking on any woman's behalf except for my own. Every single person is different. I really just wanted to get real and vulnerable. There's a lot of things that I didn't realize could happen or would happen, and so I just really wanted to share those things with you guys so that if you're pregnant and you're going through the same thing, you don't feel alone. Two, if you're not pregnant, maybe you can get a little more insight into what could be coming ahead. So right now I am 18 weeks pregnant. Am I 18 weeks pregnant? No, 17 weeks. I don't even know how many weeks pregnant I am. I have to check. As I said, I am 17 weeks pregnant. I have some questions that you guys asked me, and I want to answer them as open and transparently as possible, because I felt like when I looked on the internet for stuff about pregnancy, somehow everybody's was so like perfect and happy and everything was great, and so I felt like I was terrible because a lot of my experiences were different than a lot of people that I know. And so I just wanted to share those with you. I'm going to start with some of the easy questions. I kind of tried to group questions up because a lot of people ask similar questions. So question number one is, what's it like being young and pregnant? So I am 22 years old and I got pregnant 3 months after getting married, which was not the plan, but here we are. I don't know. It's kind of hard to compare, like, what is it like being young and pregnant, because I've never been older and pregnant. So to me, it's just pregnant. Like, nobody has really said anything like, oh, you're so young or anything like that to me. I do like the fact though, even though we weren't planning it, I do like the fact that I am younger, because this is around the age my mom was when she had us, me and my brothers, and I love being so close to my mom. My mom is my absolute best friend, and I would love for that to be the same, you know, with my kids. What is the best and worst part? I think this is kind of a hard question to answer, being really honest, because my first trimester was tough. It was really, really tough on me emotionally, mentally. So I guess the worst part is feeling like I'm not in control of my body anymore. I don't always have control over what I eat. I don't have control over how I feel, because even if I eat healthy, sometimes my stomach still hurts, or, you know, whatever. I guess that's just a really frustrating part to me, is feeling like I'm not in control over myself, over my physical body. And I think the best is yet to come as far as the best part yet. So far, I've had a pretty challenging journey, and when you're not planning to get pregnant and you do, people expect you to be so excited and so happy and just ready for this big life change. I mean, it's a huge life change, but if I'm being super transparent and honest, for me, like, I wasn't excited. I'm still learning to get excited. Now my husband, he's over the moon. He is just elated that we're having a kid right now. But for me, I'm learning how to let go of plans that I had, of things that I had, and that's difficult. I think I said this in my wedding video, but it's almost mourning the loss of a season again. It's like, man, my husband and I had all these plans. We've already had to cancel some stuff. It's difficult. So I definitely think the best is yet to come when it comes to this. And I know that might seem kind of like, dang, Haley, it's kind of pessimistic. That's where I'm at right now. I want to be as open and honest with you guys as I can be as I walk through this process. So, okay, I actually love this question. My really good friend Tristan asked this, and he said, how does my husband play a role in all of this? It really is so important who you get married to, because just loving someone because they're awesome and great or whatever doesn't mean that they're going to have the patience for you during difficult seasons. I'm going to make another video about my first trimester and kind of what happened with me, because it really was a lot. But my husband has been an amazing emotional support. walking through this time with me as I'm frustrated and I don't know what to do. I went through a difficult time and he really stepped up and was there for me through that. And I'm so glad that I married him, because not everybody would be that way. Changes to my body. Okay, so this question is really good. I think that obviously when you get pregnant, there are a lot of changes to your body, inside and out. Obviously, just all the physical changes going on is really interesting. And for me, something that was interesting to me and I had asked my doctor about is that I so far have been losing weight and not gaining it. And I don't want people to be like, oh my God, like bragging about losing weight. That's really not what it is. It's not like I started eating super healthy the second I got pregnant, because also you burp all the time. Oh my God, you burp all the time. I'm gonna have to cut like 70 burps out of this video. My face kind of got smaller and then everything else got bigger. So like my boobs, they've grown like almost 3 sizes. And it's frustrating because clothes start fitting weird. And now that I said it, you're looking at them, eyes up here. So my chest has grown like 3 sizes and they hurt. And I haven't really bought new bras because I don't want to buy new bras and then they keep growing and then have to buy new bras. And so I just live in sports bras or no bra. Like right now we're in quarantine, so it's like, why am I gonna wear a bra? Like, why would I do that to myself? I don't have much of a bump yet, like hardly at all. If you didn't know me, you wouldn't, you can't tell. Like I'm wearing sweatpants and stuff right now and you really can't tell. But if I like lifted up my shirt and turned, you'd be like, oh yeah, you can tell. But it's not that significant yet. This is like weird, but I burp all the time. Literally all the time. You can ask my husband. It's just constant. I can drink water and then I'm just like burping all the time. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why, but I do, and it happens. And like, what are you gonna do? Like you can't do anything about it. It just is what it is. Do I feel sick a lot, or do I get nauseous a lot, or do I throw up a lot? That was a question I got a lot. And I'll say right at like 6 weeks is when I started having, I don't know why they call it morning sickness, because it is anytime sickness, to be honest. Anytime sickness is what it should be called, because she don't play games. Yeah, from like 6 to 10 or 11 weeks, it was pretty rough. I did start to recognize patterns though. So for me, I couldn't just eat whatever I wanted. It's kind of like when someone says, hey, do you want to go to this restaurant? And you're really not in the mood for it, but like worse. But like it makes you queasy when they ask about it, or even like just thinking about a food to yourself. So for me, I noticed a big thing was letting myself get too hungry actually made me feel sick. First of all, I'm hungry like every 30-45 minutes. It almost doesn't matter how big of a meal I eat. Like I'm hungry, and it's not just like I want to eat. It's like my stomach is growling, I am hungry. And it doesn't take long. Like if I don't eat, and it sounds so dramatic, but if I don't eat within 5 to 10 minutes of feeling hungry at that time, not now, but within this window of time, if I didn't eat within 5 to 10 minutes, boom, like I would get sick. And so that was really frustrating figuring that out. I had to make sure I ate before going to bed, which is kind of like, I know it's bad for you. Typically, I don't eat right before going to bed. But if I didn't, I would wake up so hungry that I would get sick. But I noticed that if I ate like a bowl of cereal or oatmeal, like make a little something before bed, when I woke up, I generally didn't end up like feeling as sick in the morning. So that was kind of a little trick for me, was to make sure I ate before going to bed. You got to do what works for your body. If that doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. But for me, that's what I had to do. I had to change the way I ate because the way I was eating before wasn't working for my body. It was making me not feel well, that kind of thing. So really, you just have to trial and error with yourself. Okay, next question is, what am I excited for and what am I nervous for? So what I'm excited for is, I should be able to answer this faster. I guess something I'm excited for is to be, it sounds funny, is to be a mom to someone, because like my mom is literally everything to me, like everything. And knowing that I'm gonna be that for something else, for somebody else is really cool. I'm excited to see my husband as a father, because I think it's just gonna be the best thing for him. Probably in this video, you're gonna realize the things I'm excited for are a lot less than the things that I'm like worried about. And I know that's gonna shift. I'm not worried about that changing, but I'm walking you through the process of how I genuinely feel. This is real life. Like, I didn't have the magical, like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. Like, everything is gonna be amazing and I'm so excited and we're gonna bring life into the world. And I didn't have that. I did not have that. It was tough. It was tough. And I guess some things I'm nervous for, and there's really nothing I'm nervous for, because if you don't know, I work with kids. That's my whole job, has been kids for a very long time. So I'm not actually worried about that part. My husband, he's the oldest of 8 siblings. And so I'm not worried about any of the parenting, I guess, part. The stuff that I'm like, what is that I now have to pour into something else, to give purpose, to pray over, to, you know, all those things over something else, just like my mama did, just like my grandmama did for me. And I still feel like a baby, and I still want people to pray for me and pour into me and that kind of thing. So I'm like, how am I supposed to, you know, you can't pour from an empty cup. And so I think it actually really has given me a bit more drive to like be spending my time with God, because once the kid comes, I'm just going to be pouring and pouring and pouring, and I can't do that if I'm not getting myself poured into. I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm nervous for that. That's just something that's like on my radar of like, how? The last thing that they wanted was a bump date. I can try to give you one. I don't feel like it's much of one. I mean, it is. It's just not that exciting. I don't know if you can really see it or tell. Like, you can tell if you see me normally, I feel like you'd be able to tell. Maybe not, I don't know. I can feel it, like I can tell, like when I do this, it's like, it's out further than it was. But like, you know, that's it. That's all I really have for you guys today. I just wanted to sit and talk, answer questions. Sorry if this video seems super pessimistic. Actually, I'm really not sorry, to be honest, because it's just kind of how it be. I already have my next few videos planned for you guys. If there's anything that you want to see or want to know specifically about my pregnancy journey, let me know. We're going to be keeping it real the entire time. I don't just want to show you the best parts. I want to show you what's really happening, because I felt bamboozled. I felt betrayed. I just felt like I wasn't aware of everything that could be going on. And that being said, everyone's body's different. And so, to be fair, the people that I know and the people I've talked to, they just probably didn't go through the same things. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe and hit the post notification bell so that you know every time I post. Bye! I never know how to close these things. Bye! See ya! Bye! Later! See ya! Later! I love you though! I love you! Boy, I said I love you!